support the president. People are making the comments, making it look like we have to take a nationalistic approach to it. It is good. And, we need a nationalistic approach to this matter. But at the same time, it is important for us to also look at the issue about the president. President Ibahi, his resolve to fight corruption. Ask all the major corruption scandals about Muntaka case Ibahi. They got the same government institutions. People drag Muntaka to Shiraj.
True.
Not government referring the matter to Shiraj.
Agree, but there's the same issue.
No, but hold on. That's the problem we have. The president directed Shiraj to investigate the MNJ scandal. Why did the president not ask the Shiraj to do the same? I rather got the national security to come out and whitewash the matter and clear the gentleman. Till date, nobody knows whether or not Sikana Muntaka G3 ministry or no. He has paid back as per the report that came out. Nobody knows about that. We have been asking this question. We want to see a receipt or a voucher that says that those monies have been replaced to the state. ABC. So this matter is the biggest corruption scandal that is hitting this government, and Atta Mills must brace himself to be able to deal with this matter, because I'm telling you, I say we're explosive.
Okay.
I feel crying a year titi. I say no. I feel a year titi. You know ye wurewuremu ye ntimi biebie ehun sempi eba sika no wo ma je no kwaya o ma chesika no eno ne next angle ye ba she
o ma chesika
wo de woni
sika de yen
oh minua sika 58 million
wanum na chesika de ama nipa ba ko no ya cheche e de ama hwan no
ya chesika no
e de ama hwan no
ya chesika no amba adanya ndisifo ya
nipa abako no
ya chesika mi na make kire we opi a wo de o mo for me court na me do court am kire mo se kwaya o ma chesika
okay
distribution de o ma yewi
ti o de no be so answer Peter ono na dwenin chese sa coalition for omo de asem akoto Shiraji nkra no Shiraji no already lawyer for me no express opinion o ma kire o ma dwen say ahwe Shiraji for any nyina so mo hwe asem in their opinion Tony so actually say ono de onyini se ba kusi agabe ya yokufu ya o ma investigation fact o mbenya nyina de ba koma AG na AG nso okokot dada say owura Alfred Agbasi woyomi any contract yenti your thought or sanse mi
akaba na edi kan ma menchia omo a anope omanyamre ene ye bedwendwen oman no ho na unim MPP for a play politics bi wo mem hanoma metu ni din opete politics opete politics
opete
yeah pete politics abua pete vulture politics na vulture politics na MPP for ye no omu ni direction wo mutu fa omu duru ba bi na omu se bibi bon wo ha na omu ahuri asuso fin no ma start wom no mo adenti na mekasa MPP for election mu flabera 2 years in emeboa ene akire
nyandu 2 years
e do 2 years
but e do 2 years
correct yembusa ye ho say as a political party major opposition party a dem policy alternative a dem major agenda
meaning say we release policy on education your college of institutions
I will come there a dem major agenda and no more day bro
meaning say we releasing one on there no say you betimi developing Ghana in 10 years
I will come there come there yeah all list be about a good pass all list here when ja 10 years there no new woman say MPP any message especially looking at nyomuba year when a Ghana for more 8 years no omo hu so state properties number to more and a Ghana sika and a kickback akese and omo ye bro mo wa bem and a Ghana for e de omo bu show e pam omo ko opposition na opposition no makọ no omo ni message bia omo be ka che Ghana for say o ye ba e be se Ghana for be di omo di enti sisi ha no omo start e behave te say opete omo nya bibia no mahuri asom wo be kai a answer na wayomi asemi be start no na Kufuado akoka se o 2012 elections ne de e all die be die e mo waka se o atiwa kra ya kire bibi kakra wo ho Anthony Kabo oti e di o say election ne kra ya declare in their favor Ghana better than Afghanistan wo hwa that time no ma na Macmenu ekogina UK radio station bi say oh ne party for ne watuo ne agyan ne niema 2012 mo betwetwe ena Kennedy Japan
so nu se nya sa no
ena Kennedy Japan ebe face so say Ghana Ghana better than Rwanda. It was then. Oh no, I'm giving you a prelude to what we are talking about today. And why Anthony, I sat here and you spoke. I mean, no, you went off GIA.
I didn't go off GIA. We're discussing what you are talking about MPP.
You jumped into the forest. I sat here and kept quiet. And no, why you come a response? And the coffee same way in a buy.
Where you come a response?
Kennedy car said Ghana better than go Rwanda no. And na where you come a response? And na Kennedy bufu ye no or two big gumu. And na MPP for say oh say Kennedy the way about the any young because at the time no they had no message. And surprisingly, right now what they are saying is say 2012 elections no more campaign message here why you me. I get scandalized when serious politicians, serious political party. Oh, mo show mbed Dani on man fortunes. Eka say, omo 2012 message. Eye Wayomi. Could you believe? Say National Council meeting no omo ye no. Reason ya omo de ma ya omo ntimi announce omo flabera no. Omo running mate. After omo declare in their mouthpiece statesman on Monday, say Tuesday omo declare omo running mate no. Do you know the reason and another de ma omo declare that Tuesday you know? Because they want to milk Wyoming. Wyoming is a campaign message. But you see,
but officially, when
oh yeah, obviously, newspaper reports about on this particular matter.
Rented
and
press.
you know, you
have a rented press. You have a rented press, criminal-minded rented press like this. Rented press. Who says in the paper?
Manuye.
Daily Post is a rented press. Criminal-minded rented press.
Kaba, what is all this?
Peter Twaso.
Oh, please.
Kaba, MP before I imagine say we no mo be you did. But when him Kaba, what is surprising about all this? And they say MP before when him say why you be case na aligned my mom. Almost start here dey omo say omo hu bom. President Kufuor hu bom. Wo bia mu hu bom. Kodom pie no hu bom. Kwekwajiman oye deputy chairman for Public Accounts Committee ehun bom any MP before bebre ehun bom na mo start zo mo dwan
ohun bom sense
ohun bom say sika na yetua ama Wyoming no
ohun no tua
correct that say nyetua no ne court na rule say tua
no default judgment
minua
ye nyina ni say attorney general any papa ne court na say and am say ne ya ye tipatoji tumaye
abrantie ne de court kaba abrantie ne de court and a court no and attorney general court say court na dey abeto ye hwe ne ya twuma ebe ha adwen etokoye yi but the fundamental aspect is that a court default judgment is judgment whether you like it or not court now approve default judgment na come be cause why bibi you understand but what I want to say is say so we hwe nsem we nyina mu a say $1 and a Ghana for ehwere in this Wyoming saga and you tua Wyoming cry we must ask questions about saying and ye piasa $1 no ama Wyoming because obi anye na adwuma yie so what kind auditor general no report page 248 one paragraph bi or say you said 270 million Ghana cedi on judgment debt which forms 11% of administrative expenditure for the whole country in 2010 and this could be avoided nka public officials your adwuma yie so where the cost came from no we should look for this.
But Argentina AG court eka say openi no sika untiama no ni oni nyina so bia no ni contract bia
AG or your final arbiter when it comes to jurisprudence.
But at least on the side of government.
Kaba mi busa asem AG or your final arbiter when it comes to jurisprudence. But
at least on the side of government.
Yes, but if the AG can have his own opinion. It is the same Attorney General's office that did the negotiation. You understand? So that
but
that
under
one
a different minister.
Kaba, that one is not
under a different minister.
Kaba, I will not even look at that issue because it's a non-starter. And we all know Attorney General is a bitter man. No, we all know.
Martina Midu.
Me we nim say.
Minim bacho minim.
Reshafu Elix ba ye ya the picture beto front page ye be yin na di. Na.
Wanu na de betu ja. Wanu na de betu ja. Me bacho. Wanu na de betu ja say reshafu no or can
be unfair to our
because at least officially the president
I think the Tony is distracting.
But what I'm saying,
or you bitter man because your publishers say there is a phone.
Why the publish here?
Newspapers are publishing.
But the government.
No, but that is what he's talking about. In his letter, his letter was to attack the media.
That's the criminal mind. When you are talking,
no, you see, let's get the import. Let's get the import of all these things.
Martinamidu and bitter man.
Obakra no ya Attorney General. Time like you be last reshuffle. You publish you be you. She stood up, but a man like an experienced man like Martinamidu, I no cries on the cool head in any man. When to me and standing bitterness, we not their culture. I will not even discuss that. But the point I want to make is that
bitterness, directed against who?
No, Kaba. You recall that before last week ending, MP4 ran for shelter. That was why they sat down and scheduled their meeting for National Council.
Oh,
Kaba, you hear me, Martinamidu too much. Me,
but that's the
issue. When I get there, Martinamidu will come inside. No, I'm not talking about running mate. I'm talking about the Wyoming issue. I'm revealing what is behind the Wyoming issue.
What is revealing? What is new about
it? Last year, last week, they were running away from the Wyoming issue. That was when they started doing this trouble law, Yentiminko, Yoko. You understand?
But I know the fair comment. Peter,
but they started running away. And all of a sudden, because of the bitterness of Martinamidu, we gave them a bonanza.
Oh, really?
When him said, as a last week, time we started some Ghana, said, no, we have to divert attention from this issue because it's a landmine, a better Yankasa. So they organized their running mate meeting to be announced on Tuesday. And you know more expect saying come the running mate to the bar. Then we change the discussion so that the pressure will move away from them. But Omu say by Thursday or no mono and Martinamidu bitterness so now man got your salad they thought they've got a bonanza and they are making noise with this bonanza. But even let's look at this petition. Coalition for corruption and they are called a charge. And now Mitiel lawyer Abuchi.
Oh joy.
Mitiel lawyer Abuchi was joy. Fantastic analysis. That is what we call legal explanation of issues. Not the choba one ya ebimoye ye no but ebimoye ye
part is a lawyer na me ne kasa no e choba law but ono ye one person ono so akasa o asem ya
but ya adwen say ebimoye blue kiosk law omu twa explanation na odi hu bia ntia wontia ase but in me part on this particular matter ne say
it's so sad.
Petition we are very specific.
Sad.
We all know. Say, come
very sad.
You
see, you have a very educated man like you, a university graduate like you, to say that some lawyers are practicing choba law.
You are being so unruly.
No, but
the man is a graduate. He's not educated than these lawyers.
He's not educated than these lawyers.
These lawyers can take care of you. You just left university not too long ago. It's not correct.
But what you are saying?
Members of the government
it pays to be disciplined. No, it pays to be disciplined.
No, but you see,
it pays to be disciplined.
It's
what you are saying. Let me make my point.
It's unfortunate.
No, what you are saying?
Analysis you are making, you know what
it is.
Makola person will make a better analysis than this.
The case, quarter.
Please.
Charge intimidation. But we should look at this particular case. There were several aspects. President said, Iyoko should investigate. Bring out all the facts. Now, I hear a microphone say, President say, on establish a fact. And I Iyoko for also say, your investigation. How do you establish facts? Who investigating to establish facts? You understand? Iyoko should move from payment to the genesis of the whole saga. And court also one aspect with the Attorney General's own say, quite no no problem kakra so they are fixing it. And a group where so I say charge more a quite fast so a car where boy in the first place. 3 different angles.
Peter, Mamso Asambako. Sa investigation Iyoko for ye. Omuyeni in area they will forward their report to the president. Yes. President will direct the Attorney General to prosecute. And
no, we can't preempt the president because Iyoko Krapo.
Now, any investigation,
say you can't preempt the president because Iyoko was prosecutorial powers. You understand? So it is
court say Nipana HS command na contract
so yeah report in we are president bet me aka say AG prosecute and now say Yoko ever seek powers from the AG to prosecute.
And AG was shooting himself on the foot already.
That doesn't matter. But you know that
because
really? But do you know the outcome? Do you know the outcome of the Yoko investigation? You don't know.
That doesn't matter.